What's up, Blue Jay fans? Robb Scott of the Jay Talking Podcast back with another game day recap. A little late with this one, but I was out celebrating some time with my wife after the Big Jays win 9-6 today over Cleveland. I don't have any notes prepared, but I just wanted to get some pieces of information out there. Again, the Jays won 9-6. They broke the Indians' 14-game win streak, and they go to 44-35 on the season. And it was a big win, both for the offense and the pitching staff. After struggling through a 19-inning marathon last night, they had to piece together what they could in the bullpen. The big news, though, today is the injury to Marco Estrada, who pitched 5 innings today. Was solid, gave up 5 hits, 3 runs, no walks, 7 Ks. But he pitched in a lot of pain. He clearly was not himself. Had trouble bending over, had trouble jumping for the ball, had trouble covering first base. He is now going to go for an MRI, and they're going to find out more. So we will sit tight until we hear what is going on with his back, what the issue is. He does not feel as though he can pitch like this again. So if the issue is not cleared up in 5 days or 4 days, he'll miss his next turn in the rotation, which is a humongous loss to the Blue Jays. He's an all-star this year. What they have in place is Drew Hutchinson, who was going to be sent down, but because of the news and because of the injury, he will remain with the team and get that spot start if necessary. Drew Hutchinson did pitch today in relief, had a blown save, an inning, 2 runs, 3 hits, did not look good. Hard hit balls off him. You know, he looked pretty good in his first start, his spot start. He looked really good in AAA, but that's AAA, obviously. It's a whole different kettle of ball of wax of pieces of tinder dust of whatever the saying is. But we're going to need him to come through. So he's back in the majors, and considering Marco Estrada does not return, we will need him big time. Just to quickly run over the numbers, Roberto Osuna got the save. He tossed an inning, his 16th save. Jason Grilli tossed a clean inning. Aaron Loop tossed a third of an inning. Drew Hutchinson, as I said, Joe Biagini got in a lot of trouble, gave up a run in 2/3 of an inning, a walk, a hit, 3 Ks. The Jays struck out 12 total. The Indians threw a mishmash of pitchers at the Blue Jays. I mean, the starter, Zach McAllister, went just 1 inning. Jeff Manship an inning. And again, that was because of the 19-inning performance these two teams put on yesterday. The hitting side, Josh Donaldson, the MVP, was 2 for 4 scored 3 runs. Homer drove in 2 with a walk. Edwin drove in 3 more. I believe that's 73 ribbies on the season for him now. Michael Saunders bounced out of his slump. He was 4 for 35 coming into this game over his last 9. He was 3 for 4 today with 2 ribbies and a walk. Good to see him break out. And Troy Tulowitzki homered, 2-run shot. He was 1 for 4. Darwin Barney filled in at third. Josh Donaldson DH'd. The Cleveland side will mention a big day for XJ Rajay Davis. He was 4 for 5. He hit for the cycle today. Congratulations to him. He's having a big season, really. 275. He had a home run. That was a career-high 9 home runs this season. And he's got 22 steals, too. So very nice season for him. Jose Ramirez drove in another 2 for 4. Carlos Santana homered again. He was 2 for 3. Cleveland pounded out 10 hits and struck out 12 times, walked just once, scored 6 runs. The Blue Jays in total, again, sorry this is so fucking sloppy, but I was out with my wife. Until I start getting paid money for this, my family comes first. Once I start getting paid money, I'll abandon everything. My children, my wife, and all that stuff. Okay? 12 hits for the Blue Jays, 9 runs, 3 homers, 5 walks. 10 Ks. They left 20 men on base. They actually stole 3 bases, which is rare for them. They came in at 28 on the season, which was about 20th overall. I think a couple of those were double steals. So the Jays go to 44-39 on the season. Let me just quickly check how far they are behind Baltimore, who plays later tonight. They remain 5 back of Baltimore. That's right now. It's probably half a game they've gained. So if Baltimore wins, they'll drop to 5.5 back. They remain 1 back of Boston. On the Hill tomorrow, again, bear with me. I'm sorry I don't have any stats in front of me. Game 4 of the series. They've 2-1 now for Cleveland. On the Hill tomorrow, they have Corey Kluber. So that's going to be a tough matchup against J.A. Happ, who's been, he's been getting the wins, but he's been a little bit bumpy in his last couple starts. He's 10-3 with a 3.70 ERA. Kluber is 8-7 with a 3.50 ERA. That's a 2.07 start. Atlantic time, 1:07 Eastern. So join me tomorrow. I will have a more proper game recap. The Jays look to even the series and gain some ground on Baltimore. We'll see you tomorrow. Thanks for joining.